Hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video, and in this tutorial we are going to understand about how we can analyze the CSV file from Flexsim using Python. Okay, so that is going to be our main target. So in the simulation environment in Flexsim, what we have created is we have created a flow of machines from which the part flows, and there is some logic created in order to have multiple part bifurcations or clubbing of parts and so. And the cycle times also have been applied different for different processors, and you can see here state analysis dashboard is available here. So what we are going to do is we are going to export this state file as a CSV file. So we get all the data of this state dashboard there as a CSV, and that we are going to analyze by using Python. Okay. And we are going to understand and learn Python with this real life example, because I haven't seen any of the tutorials explaining Python with real life examples, so that can help us learn Python faster and remember it greatly. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is a problem statement. We are supposed to understand or analyze the state analysis using Python. For that, we have Visual Studio Code already installed. You can check multiple videos already available on YouTube how to install Visual Studio for Visual Code for Python. Okay, so let me just open this, and we are going to understand in this by learning that into the Python now. So what is the most interesting part I'm going to tell you now? This is a Visual Studio Code platform, and in this we are going to write in the Python script for reading the CSV file, and we will understand step by step how things can be brought into the page. So if you see, this is our Flexsim model, and we are going to have this as our Visual Studio Code, and this is the code we are going to write. So first thing which you need to type is import pandas as PD. Okay, we are defining pandas as PD. And what is pandas? So the pandas is a what you can say, import pandas as PD is a standard way to load panda library into Python script. Okay, by using the alias PD, you can access its extensive functions more concisely, which is a recognized community standard. Now, what is Panda? Panda is an open source Python library used primarily for data manipulation and analysis. Its name is derived from panel data, an econometrics term for multidimensional structured data. Okay, and when you this is very important for you to understand, because there are multiple libraries in Python. You should know what library is for what. So this Panda library provides two fundamental data structures that allow you to work with data similarly to how you work in spreadsheets or SQL table. Okay, so the data frame, two-dimensional size multi-table tabular data structure with rows and columns is what you're gonna get it. Why we use pandas? As of 2026, pandas remain the industry standard for data science due to its efficiency and versatility. Key reason for its use is data cleaning, efficient data loading, powerful manipulation, advanced analytics, seamless integration, and more. You can do a matplotlib, numpy, seaborn. These are the multiple things you can do with this panda library. We're going to understand that in our upcoming videos in our series on Python. A Python which we are going to use for analysis. So stay tuned on this series, where we are going to teach you Python using real life examples, and we are going to understand that how we can integrate that with Flexsim, use that for analysis, and do multiple fun stuffs. Great. So now, the first step which we need to do is we need to open our CSV file, which is stored in this path. So when you type this import pandas as PD, this syntax file path equal to, you need to specify your path of your file in double inverted, and this df, when you are going to use this data frame variable, here you need to type pd.readcsv, and this is a defined variable we already defined, right? It's a file path, and this file path has to be entered into. So what we are saying indirectly is we are setting up a variable named df, which is going to read CSV from this path using panda library. Okay, and let us see what results we are gonna get. So when you look at this, what results you get in. Okay, so we'll just go step by step. Okay, so this single syntax gives you all these data points. So we're going to understand what things we are going to get using just the simple syntax. So full CSV data is going to get you all the data which is available in that CSV file. So I'll just show you how the CSV file looks when that has been exported from Flexsim dashboards. So this is how it looks. These are processors, we have states, we have time, and we have utilization. Now, if you see, it has itself identified what things we are going to have, how many rows we have, how many columns we have. Okay, and then if you look at, you are going to find out first 5 rows, then columns names and stuff like that. So these are all the data points you are going to just get out from the system out there. Okay, now what I wanted to say. Okay, now let me just do this. Okay, I'll just save this. Okay, and I'll just run this. Okay, and this is how you are supposed to get in all the details. Now what I'm gonna do is, we are going to do one of the thing is that we are going to print our first 5 rows, and I'm just going to let you know what script you are supposed to use in here. In the comment section below, you're going to let me know how you are going to rectify this error. Let me know in the comment section what is this and how are you going to rectify this in the comment section below. Now let me just make this play again. Okay, I'll just basically save this and I'll just play this. And when I play this, what I'm going to get is, okay, I am going to get first 5 rows. You see it? I'm getting first 5 rows from that sheet, and definitely it starts from 0. So from 0 we are going to get all the rows here, okay, which are already available in our this sheet. These 5 rows we are going to get. Okay, so we'll release it. So how you going to write that? You have to write print. You need to have an inverted comma here, /n, and then first 5 rows you need to type this. Again, this is nothing but just the text which is written here. And what we are printing is, we are printing a definition, a CSV file. We are going to print that with this another syntax named as .head. Okay, and .head is by default, it is going to get you or return you first 5 rows of your system. Now let us print columns of our CSV file. Okay, and I just save this and I again run this out there, right? And I get this column names, right? Here if you see, so again, most probably it is same. Here it is head, and here you need to type columns. The rest of the things are going to be same. Okay, df.columns will help you return object, state, time, utilization, and your type is going to be your object. So I'll just show you. So this is how the columns are going to look in our CSV, and that is what has been written out here by our Python script. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, let us get some basic information out in there, and let us look at what syntax we are going to get in order to get some basic info out in there. Okay, so when you look at this, the basic info is what you are supposed to get is the information related to what I can say, the CSV file. But this, so for example, if you just look at this data info, you're supposed to get in what? You're going to get in like 288 entries out in there. You're supposed to get in the data types for each of your columns, like object, state, time, utilization. What is the data types? Object is object, state is also object, and the time and utilization is in float 64. So this syntax will help you get your data type of your system in this. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, I am supposed to get in the total state types. So we're gonna print total state types. Okay,